Welcome to the Joy of Collecting. We have got something a little different today. Um, I'm trying a different video setup, and I've got some products here that I have gathered over the last couple of months that I've not been able to get onto a video. Some of these are non-Hall of Famers. Some of these are superstars. Some of these are people I've never heard of. I just was able to pick up a cheap auction, and so we're just going to look at these. And hopefully, this video quality will be better and I can learn something going forward. So, getting right into it is going to be a non Hall of Famer, but this was one of my favorite players as a kid growing up. Of course, here he's in a Kansas City Royals uniform, but he was a catcher for the St. Louis Cardinals for a few years and actually had a great career. As far as catcher numbers go, he was probably a borderline Hall of Famer, consistently one of the top defensive catchers in the league, and also a decent offensive player, and that is Tony Pena. Right. Now, this other, I have only glanced at this since it came in. These are some slabbed autographs from Leaf. And these are called Pride of the Pinstripes, and they came from the factory, or I guess you would buy these in some type of configuration from Leaf, and they came, I believe, pre-slabbed by Beckett. But this is a Yankee player, and Bob Camier. I've never heard of him, but I was able to pick up this auction, these four slabbed autos for like, I don't know, $6 or $7. Here's another one of these Pride of the Pinstripes, Dale Long. I don't know how this is going to work filming on my iPad, but we'll see how it looks. Another of the Pride of the Pinstripes, Dooley Womack. And the last one is somebody that, I'm sorry, this is the last one. Another Pride of the Pinstripes, Ewell Blackwell. I believe that says he died in 1966. So he's a player from way back. Obviously not a household name, but still great little additions to the collection. Now, most people are going to be familiar with this name. He was a somewhat of a star with the Yankees, and I think won a few World Series with the Yankees, and that is Bill Moose Skowron. And so Moose Skowron, Pride of the Pinstripes, authentic cut signature. So there are those, and I have quite a bit of things today, so I'm going to get these out of the way quickly so I can get something else pulled up for you. Now, I don't believe I've shown you this. Not a Hall of Famer. Could have been, had it not been for the performance enhancers. But I can see this is probably going to be too zoomed in. But we have a nice framed autograph picture of Alex Rodriguez, A-Rod. So let's get that out of the way. Next is a autographed card, a patch auto of someone who is a Hall of Famer, and that's Harold Baines, although there's a little bit of controversy. A lot of people think that he was not deserving of being a Hall of Famer. He had a good career. Don't think he was ever a superstar, but he was a good player. And he's in the Hall. They didn't give me a vote, so. All right, the next thing I've got for you is one of these postcards signed by Hall of Famer Ralph Kiner. and it's on a postcard or an envelope. I guess they call these a first day envelope of showcasing Forbes Field, which was the home of the Pittsburgh Pirates from 1909 until 1970. So there you go. Lots of great players played there. But Ralph Kiner, and I believe Ralph Kiner is a new addition to my collection. I think that's the first signature I have from him. All right. This next player is not a Hall of Famer, but I think he should be. Particularly now that he's passed away. I would say I wish he had gotten in while he was alive. But I hope now that he's passed, baseball does the right thing and puts Pete Rose in the Hall. But that is the only Pete Rose autograph that I have. But he was a one-of-a-kind player. All right, this next signature that I have for you, I want to take this out of its case and show you. This is one of the Upper Deck Sweet Spot signatures. Some of these have a baseball. This has a glove, and I can see that the camera is not picking that up very well. Let me see if I can get this out of its plastic and see. It is a light signature, but it's not that light. But it's signed by Jim Rice, number 43 out of 50. And he is a Hall of Famer. And so this is another name checked off of my list. I really had high hopes for being able to film on this iPad and get some better quality, but I don't know if it's going to work. Next thing I have for you is a signed index card of Tony Perez. Good player. Hall of Famer? Pretty sure. Pretty sure he is a Hall of Famer. So there you go. Tony Perez. The next is a name that I already have an autograph of, but I was able to pick this up fairly inexpensively. And this is a cut signature of Hall of Famer George Kelly. George Kelly. All right, now the next two pieces, which are the last things I'm going to show you today, I may have a hard time getting these in frame because they are matted. Now, one of these, I think actually both of these may be new names for me. And I'm going to set these up. I really like how these are put together. So it's a nice matted Perez steel postcard, and then it has the Hall of Fame postcard with the signature, and that is Hall of Famer Duke Snider. All right, the second one that I have, I got both of these in the same auction, and I wish I could have bought more, but I did get both of these for a good deal. The auction had several of these. Same kind of deal, the Perez steel postcard, and then it has the Hall of Fame plaque postcard of Rube Marquard. Rube Marquard. So both of those guys, Hall of Famers, new additions to my collection, and I'm excited to add them. I'm hoping if it doesn't work out with the iPad, I'm going to try some other things to get some better video quality, um, and be able to just raise the bar on the video quality. But anyway, in the meantime, let me know what you think about these pieces. Some Hall of Famers, some not, but all players that I was interested in, that I watched or listened to or followed as I was growing up, and so a lot of nostalgia there for me. Um, as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on The Joy of Collecting.